I grew up in a little town called Xenia, Ohio. We went to church 30 minutes away in Dayton, Ohio at the Cornerstone Baptist Temple. My pastor, when I was a kid, is still the pastor of that church today. He's in his 80s. His name's Jerry Seiler. One of the greatest men that I know. One of the coolest things that happened, Lindsay and I were at Disney World a couple months ago. One of his grandkids texted me and said, "Are you at Disney World?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "We are too. And Papaw's here. And would you want to go ride a roller coaster with him?" So I went and rode a roller coaster with my pastor, and it was so fun. And I'm so grateful for his faithfulness to Jesus. I was sitting downtown Nashville at the First Baptist Church riding with Jason Cox and Sue Smith, and I started thinking about my church. And you know what? The older I get, the more grateful I am for that church. And I know people say, you know, the church, it's not a building, and I get that. But some of my fondest memories in my life happened in that building. It's where I fell in love with Jesus. It's where I learned to sing about Jesus. And I wrote a song, a brand new song about my home church. And maybe, just maybe, it will remind you of your home church. I've heard it said the church is not a building. I guess it's true, it's only brick and stone. But there's one that changed my life, off Highway 35. And to this day that place still feels like home. There's a preacher who's been there for 40 years, preaching for the Lord and to the lost. I know those wooden pews, I've walked the aisle a time or two, and know the things I feel inside those walls. It's where I learned to pray and sing Amazing Grace. When they said amen, I didn't want to leave. And even to this day, I still read the old King James. It's how I learned to quote John 3:16. Though I packed up and moved to Tennessee, I can't get that church out of me. We went every time the doors were open, didn't you? Wednesday, Sunday, sometimes Tuesday too. Mama played piano while I sat on the front row, and I met Jesus right there in that pew. It's where I learned to pray and sing Amazing Grace. When they said amen, I didn't want to leave. And even to this day, I still read the old King James. It's how I learned to quote John 3:16. Though I packed up and I moved to Tennessee, well, I can't get that church out of me. Oh, I wonder if those people underneath that steeple know the mark that they have left on me. Oh, the man I am today still loves that sacred place. My roots are planted in that memory. Where I learned to pray and sing Amazing Grace. When they said amen, I didn't want to leave. And even to this day, I still read the old King James. It's how I learned to quote John 3:16. I hope I never get there. Church.